Hey, I'm Mitch from Brunsma Grass Trees. I'm just going to show you a few different ways of planting grass trees efficiently and safely. If you're on your own, it's not recommended you plant on your own because they're heavy trees, but if you are on your own and desperate to get them in, here's how you would do it. Gently lay your pot over. Cut off the bottom rim of the pot with a saw or an angle grinder, whatever, doesn't really matter. Gently lift it back up and then maneuver your tree into your hole. We've pre-dug our holes so that they're ready to go. The holes are as deep as from the bottom of the pot to where the level of the soil is, so that when it's planted in the ground, they should be level with the soil around them. After it's put in your hole, we'll talk about that in a moment. Next thing we're going to do is show you a two-person plant when the tree's not too heavy, okay? This tree's not too heavy. I'm going to lift it up by myself. While I've got it up, Steve's going to gently tap the pot off, and then we're going to lower it into the hole. The idea with all these planting techniques is that we keep the root ball intact as much as possible. As little disturbance as possible is the idea. Here's how you do it with two people for quite a light tree. Okay, I'm just going to twist it so it stays upright. Beautiful. And when we've got a heavier tree that we can't do with two people, or more difficult to do with two people, you want to grab the end of a spade and a rope, or it could be a bar like we've got. Grab your rope and put a loop at the end and tie a couple of knots at about, that's about 60 centimeters and about a meter, and slide the end of your loop on, wrap your rope around the back, and slide the post or the end of your spade straight in. And wrap it around so there's no, so it's not loose around the tree. And then what we're going to do, we're going to lift it up. And again, this is where it'd be great to have a third person. So if you had three people, this would be the most efficient way to do it. Lift it up, and the third person is going to tap the pot off just like we did with the other tree. We don't have a third person with us today, so we're going to tap it off ourselves, and then we're going to lower it into the hole. So, lift it up. See how the root ball stays nice intact? Gently lower it in. And remove. And now we'll start backfilling our hole, still keeping that root ball intact. And while Steve's doing that, I'm going to use the end of my spade or my shovel to just firm around, not disturbing the inner roots, just firming up the soil that is being backfilled around. Pro tip: keep your dirt in one pile, don't spread it around because it's harder to backfill at that point. And you keep firming up all the way around. And you don't need to do it too much, just a little bit so the tree's stable. Fill it right up. If we can keep some a bit. And then if your soil is really well draining, then you need to make sure that when you water it, the water's going to stay there. You can create a bit of a mound like that around the outside, that when you water it, the water will stay close to the trunk and go straight down into the roots. So as you can see, the key points are disturbing the roots as little as possible and making sure you do things safely. Thanks very much.